if you are seeing this, I am in the Maldives living my best life on the beach. And yeah, I don't even know what day it is, okay? Because the time zone's so different and crazy. But, anyways, I am so sad that I am not with you guys tonight. But I could not leave you without our comeback circle week 2 training. So, let's dive into this. I am so excited. I want to know, tell me in the comments, how did week 1 go? How were your conversations? Did you do that 4-phase flow that we talked about? Did you ask the discovery questions? How did it go for you? Hopefully, it made it seem simpler and easier as you were doing the phase 1, which was connection. Number 2, discovery. 3, position. And then 4, the permission. I hope that you had a great and successful week on your conversations through all of that. So we are going to dive into week 2. And this one is going to be about attraction that works. That was one of the things that you guys wanted, was to know how to find your people. Okay. Because let's become somebody that people want to know, like, and trust and buy from. Okay. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So last week we worked on conversations, and this week we are working on visibility. Okay. Because conversations are easier when people already recognize you, trust you, and know what you do. That's when the conversations become easier, because there's something to talk about. They know what you're about. They recognize that you've been posting. They recognize that you've been showing up. They know what you've started this side gig. They trust you because you've built that. So that's why, if you build those things, the conversations will come easier. But I want you to know that attraction to your audience is not about being louder, or it's not about going viral or making the best and perfect content. It's not about doing more. Okay. Attraction is about being clear, consistent, and present. That is what attracting people is. And this week, we are going to learn how to show up in a way that just naturally pulls people towards you, like that gravitational pull, so that understanding, conversations, customers, recruiting becomes easier. Okay. So we're going to learn how to attract that. So most people think that they are not attracting people. And I know that some of you have told me these things, because, and put a 1 in the chat if this is you, because the algorithm hates me. I hear that one all the freaking time. The algorithm hates me, or I don't have enough followers. Heard that one. Or my content isn't good enough. I've heard all 3 of those from all of you probably on this call. Okay. But most of the time, that's not the issue. Am I going to say all the time? No, because the algorithm can. But people are not attracting to you because you're not posting consistently. So you're posting inconsistently. Your message changes every day. You're not clear. Your message changes. You disappear when engagement is low. Ooh, I love you. I'm stepping on your toes, because I know this is some of you. They don't like your stuff. They don't interact with you, whatever. And they never clearly say what they do. That is when you are not attracting people. Okay. It's because of reasons like that. And attraction, it doesn't come from perfection. Okay. We don't want perfection. It comes from repetition. That is where attraction comes from, repetition. That's a good one. You need to remember that. Okay. People trust when they see something often. That's what they trust, what they see often, not what looks the best. They trust what they are seeing on a regular basis, not just at the beginning of the month, or just at the end of the month, or just during Slay, or just when you're running for a promotion or whatever. It's what they are seeing often, consistently. Now, you do not need to be posting everything. Okay. You need to post with intention. Put intention in the chats. You need to post with intention. Every week, your content should rotate at least through these 3 core purposes. Okay. 3 core purposes. And I'm going to tell them to you, and then we're going to do a little framework. So, number 1, write this down, relatable content. That is the connection side. This is what makes someone read or think or see when they see your stuff. She gets me. Y'all have ever read those posts or you've seen a live or a reel and you're like, yep, she just read my lunch, dinner, dessert. Like she knows me. She gets me. Okay. This can be mom life. This could be health struggles. This could be real life struggles. This could be busy days. This could be an honest moment, postpartum depression or, insecurity, whatever. Okay. It's not complaining. It is connecting. That is what you are doing. If people don't feel connected to you, guess what? They ain't going to trust you. They ain't. They need to feel connected to you. Okay, so that's number 1, relatable content that connects people. Number 2, value content. This is what builds the credibility in you. Okay, this builds confidence. This builds trust. This builds authority. Okay, value content. This is what value content says. So we know that connection is she gets me, right? The relatable. Value content is she knows what she's talking about. I ain't even got to worry. Does that mean you know everything? Absolutely not. But you want your audience to feel like that you know what you're talking about. This could be a simple tip. This could be something that you have learned. This could be a mistake that you used to make. This could be educating about a certain product or a routine or something. It's adding that credibility. You don't have to be perfect. You ain't got to know everything that every product does or every ingredient and what every ingredient does. You just need to be one step ahead of those who are watching. That's what you need to be. One step ahead. That's building that credibility. Okay. Number 3, invitation content. This is where the clarity comes in. Okay. So connection, credibility, and now clarity. Okay. This is where most people, I would say, fall short. If you don't clearly invite, people won't assume. How many of you probably have people in your life that are assuming? Yeah, that product ain't gonna work for me. Oh, nope, I couldn't do what she does. They assuming. But if you don't invite clearly, that's what they're going to do. Okay? Invitation content, this invitation content, what it does is it lets people know that, hello, I sell something. Hello, I help people, and that they can work with you. Attraction without clarity leads to confusion. That's why I say all the time, a confused person doesn't buy and they don't join. You've got to be clear. Okay. So to make this simple and repeatable, here are some exact content maps that you can do this week. Okay. You only need 5 intentional post reels, whatever. Okay. 5 intentional things. So one of your post reel, whatever you want to do, live, I don't care. It could be relatable. Okay, that's what it needs to be. It needs to be your life. The purpose behind this is to connect to people. It could be a real moment from your day. It could be something about motherhood, your life, your work, your kids, whatever. And then you have some sort of call to action like, hey, can anybody else relate to this? Tell me I'm not alone. And people can be like, she gets me. Yep, she gets me. That's what you want that to be. Okay, another type of post that you need to be rotating is that value and education. Again, this is building credibility. An example could be a tip that helped you, something you wish you knew sooner, a simple breakdown on how to do something. Your call to action would be like, save this so that when you're trying to do X, Y, and Z, you know how to do it. Message me if you want help. It's building that credibility that you're the expert, that you know what you're talking about, even if you don't. Okay. Another type of post, the third type of post, personal experience. The purpose of this is that you are soft selling without any type of pressure. Okay. This could be a before and after. Okay. How you felt, not just results. It could be results, but it doesn't have to be. It could be how you felt, why you keep using a product, how it fits into your routine, any of that. That is your personal, relatable content. And a call to action could be, hey, if you're curious, just ask me. No pressure. I'm happy to share with you if you want to. Okay. Soft selling without the pressure. That's a third type of content that you need to be producing weekly. Okay. Fourth, behind the scenes. This is what builds trust and accessibility to people. This could be an example of working from your phone, packing orders, getting an email about an order or someone joining your team, the balance of family and business and what that looks like. Okay. And your call to action for this one could be, hey, this is what my days look like. I am so grateful for the flexibility of what I do. I'm so glad that I could take my kid to gymnastics and still have people joining my team or still placing orders. I'm so glad I can go to the Maldives and still be getting orders in. That is behind the scenes type of content. That's another type of content that you need to have. That's your fourth one. And then your fifth one is your invitation. That is your clarity. Okay. Example, helping customers, mentoring women, why you love what you do. Okay. That is inviting people. That is clear, not, oh, what does she do? Like, I know it's clear. Okay. A message, a call to action could be like, message me if you want details. I'm always open to chat. Those 5 types of content should be in your plan every single week. Invitation, behind the scenes, personal experience, value education, relatable life. That is a content map that you can be consistently rotating when you are creating content. Okay. Now, I want to talk really quickly about, and I need a drink. Okay, hold on. I need some Coke Zero. Okay. I want to talk for just a second because this comes into attracting people about stories. This is a huge attraction engine. Some of you sell more in your stories than you do on your personal wall and your lives and your reels because post, they bring people in. Okay. People might look, but stories, that is what builds trust. And what did I say at the beginning? That when someone trusts you, they're going to buy and join from you. Okay. Stories should feel casual. They should be consistent. Some of you ain't consistent. And they should be real, raw, not curated, not all dolled up every single time, not perfect. Okay. Here's how you need to think about your stories. Okay. Here's some examples that you need to think when it comes to your stories. Okay. It could be your life, reality. Here's what my day actually looks like. Getting up and getting ready. This is the part that no one talks about. Mom life and business today. I mean, y'all, I get ready in my stories often. At least I would say 4 times a week. I am taking my makeup off. I am taking my products. I'm showing my kids. I'm getting in the car, chatting about life. Like, I live in my stories. Okay. I'm all day long in my stories for the most part. Are there 1 or 2 days, mainly Sundays, that I kind of try to take a little bit of step back to be with my family? Sure. But you need to be in your stories if you want to attract people, because a post, really, people don't get to know you from a post. Reels and stories and lives, but I'm really talking about the stories. I think that's a piece that a lot of you are missing, is you're not in your stories. Okay. Another type of story content. So your life, value, and educating. Quick tip that helped me. If you struggle with blank, listen to this. Something I wish I knew sooner. You're adding value and you're educating. Here's another story. Product in real life. This is how I use this product every day. I used to struggle with blank and this helped. I do that with my Aloe Glow every morning. I struggled with acid reflux and heartburn and bloating and digestion. This product helps with that. It's the washing machine for your gut. I say that every single day. Not magic. I'm just using this consistently. Anything like that, using the products. I always say that if you're using something, put up your phone and record it. Like, put it up. It's not that hard. You're taking it every day, anyways. You're using it every day. Put your phone up and record. And then you've got content in your stories, reels, lives, whatever. Okay. Here's another piece of content: invitation. Invite people. If this resonates with you, message me. If you want to learn more, message me. I do the little poll boxes all the time. For this customer event I've got the little poll going on. I'm inviting people. Are you curious? I'm happy to share with you. No pressure. I just want to connect with you. You are not trying to impress. You are just trying to be present. And that is what stories do. You can also share graphics in your stories. But if all your stories are graphics, I'm swapping on by. I'm not stopping. I can't relate to that. That is not connection. So you need to be in your stories. Okay. Now, attraction doesn't stop with posting. Okay. You might be saying, Ashley, I'm doing all that posting. I'm doing all those different things that you said. Okay. Well, attraction doesn't stop there. Because if you post and you disappear, the algorithm won't punish you and people won't connect. Okay? That's what will happen. They just won't connect. Here are some daily non-negotiables that you need to do. You need to be replying to story views. You need to be commenting on 5 to 10 people's posts a day. You need to be starting 3 to 5 conversations with people. Engagement tells the algorithm, show her to more people. She is talking. She is building community. And it tells people she's approachable. That's what it does. But if you post and disappear, people ain't going to connect. Okay? They will not connect with you. So you need to be connecting with people. When you are engaging, it tells the algorithm to show you out more. And then it tells people that you are relatable. That is how you attract people. So this week, we are going to work on visibility and attraction. So this week, here's your challenge. Write it down. Monday through Saturday, I want you to follow that 5-post content map that I gave you, that rotating content map. Go back and listen if you can't remember. I gave you 5 different pieces of content to be posting: lives, reels, post, whatever. Okay. Number 2, you need to post 3 to 5 stories daily. I gave you tons of ideas above. Use them just a few minutes ago. All right. And really, 3 to 5, you can do more than that. I'd probably do like 20 a day. That's what I do. I mean, I do a ton. I live my life in my stories. All right. Now, I ain't doing 50 and being like, because then people just be like, blah, 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 or swipe. Okay. But be intentional. Live in your stories. And every day, I want you to, for 15 minutes per day, I want you to engage intentionally. Because remember, if you're not engaging, the algorithm's like not paying attention to you. Okay? They're not paying attention to you. You've got to engage. And then I want you to continue what we did for week 1. Do you remember what we did for week 1? Starting the 5 new conversations a day and using that 4-phase flow. Go back and watch. I also put it in the chat if you're in the Comeback Circle chat what that 4-phase flow was. What you should be saying, those 4 steps in your conversations. So you're going to continue what you did last week. And then on top of it, you're going to you're going to do that 5 content map. You're going to be at least 3 to 5 stories, and you're going to intentionally comment and interact with people for 15 minutes a day. And here's what we're going to be tracking. You're going to be tracking new followers, story replies, people that are talking back to you, conversations that happen organically from you talking in your content. Remember, consistency is way greater than your perfection. I want you to hear this. You are not, sorry, y'all, hold on, I'm getting a call. You are not invisible. You are building trust. People are watching longer than you think. How many times have I sent y'all a picture in my chat saying, I've never even talked to this person, but she's been watching me? People are watching you longer than you think. They're paying attention even when they are quiet. Show up even when it feels slow. Post even when it feels unseen. Speak even when it feels awkward. Attraction is built through consistency. All right. Next week, we're going to be talking about, some of you asked about if you wanted to relaunch your business. We're kind of going to talk about that and how to do that with confidence without apologizing or having to completely start over. Okay. Hold on. I am so proud of all of you. I see your effort, and we are just going to keep moving forward. Okay, Addie, wait. I'm talking. You're being rude. Okay, so I'm proud of you. I see your effort, and we are going to keep moving forward. And I cannot wait to see what you guys do this week with this training and all the attraction that people are going to start coming to you. Now, am I saying that after 1 week of doing this, radically, you're going to have thousands of new followers? No. What did I say? Consistency is going to pay off. You've got to be consistent in doing this. All right. I love you, ladies. I will see you the next Sunday. I will be back live with you guys. And I'm sending my love from the Maldives. I want more of you on the trip to the Maldives with me next time. Okay. I love you guys bunches, and I will talk to you soon. Go crush this week for me. Okay. Crush it for me. Love y'all.